message here on the telephone, 'cause we've no idea when we're coming home. Any place we wander to, any season we go through, I'll be fine as long as I'm with you. Heaven knows, running around the world with you.
Hey, good afternoon.
Wait a minute. Where are you and where am I? What's going on?
I know we're in completely different places today.
We are.
It's this rainy Friday that you had mentioned on the intro there.
Yeah.
It's just I see where you are. I kind of wish I was where you are right now. No, but I feel like I just need a fireplace behind me here.
Oh, right.
And then it will set the scene.
So today we were supposed to tonight. The Claresholm Bridges of Claresholm was going to be hosting a golf tournament for the new Junior A Thunder. That has since been rained out because the carts don't drive in the rain like that in puddles. So it's been moved.
Human beings don't work very well in this kind of weather either.
I was sort of like, it's funny because my thought about what am I going to wear tonight, it kept changing until I got to like full body, just plastic, and then they called it. So we're gonna relaunch on October 6th, and hopefully all the teams can still make it. So yeah, it's very rainy out there. Wasn't in the weather forecast, so thanks Weather Network for giving us nothing, no warning at all. It's just
and so I see you obviously, and I saw the post from your wife.
Yeah.
How excited she is about the golden arches in town. She
was more excited than when we got married. Like, I don't think I'm kidding. Like, this has been a topic, a countdown day, and so so my son at lunchtime, he and his friends went to McDonald's, and then he went back for dinner. And he's still like, you got what is going on? So it looked busy. It seemed like so many people went yesterday and had lunch or dinner at McDonald's. Obviously, this is not the McDonald's. I am in a fake McDonald's somewhere. This might be in Europe.
Right.
But
you're not on shift today?
No, I'm not on shift.
No.
Good site.
I heard that to add to your busy schedule, you decided to go and work at McDonald's as well. Yeah.
That's always the backup, right? As soon as they'll hire probably. I could probably even get a job there, which would tell you who they would be.
Yes, sir.
I'm there. They're
can we bring Kendis in here and find out what her thoughts are of McDonald's? Being the health expert, which McDonald's food should we be eating when we're trying to stay healthy?
I think say you can eat the cup and you might be better. I don't know. But I grew up not going to McDonald's. We just didn't really go.
Not me.
Oh yeah, okay.
Oh.
All right. So I don't think I actually had McDonald's truly until I was in my 20s.
Mm-hmm.
And we probably went to a birthday party or something. It just wasn't part of our thing. And but unfortunately, it is good. Like, you sit and you're like, this is all you think you don't, and then you eat it like that was actually.
Kendis, what are you doing? Your head's moving the wrong way. What's going on here?
It's my favorite. It's not my favorite.
So we're not going to bag
to be free though. I'm gluten free, so it's hard to eat out.
Oh, there's that. Yeah.
Kendis, thanks for joining us.
Good stuff. You're welcome. Thanks for having me.
We always appreciate you being here. So we got a short show. We got so much going on today, even with the rain. The work still is rolling in. So I wanted to just get to what we were going to talk about today, since you're here, and I'm full of McDonald's. We were going to talk about plateaus.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like the weather's hit a bit of a plateau, and I think we have, because it's raining and nobody wants to do anything.
I'm definitely plateauing right now.
Yeah, at this moment. So what is a plateau when it talks about health and fitness?
A plateau would be it's part of the process of losing weight. And it's usually very frustrating. Most people don't. It's frustrating because, let me start at the beginning. When we lose weight, in basic terminology and language, we need to complete or find a way to have a calorie deficit, whether we spend more energy, we eat less calories, or a combination thereof, ensuring though that we're getting enough calories to sustain what we're doing. Um, so typically, most people will see when they change their diet, kind of that offset. They get a really big weight loss, and
Mhm.
then they'll land in and they'll stay the same for a while, and that's what we call a plateau. I think plateaus are very exciting. It means we've um, done enough weight loss, like our fat cells have shrunk enough that our body has to regulate and become and normalize again and comes to a new homeostasis before it can release more fat. The downside of a plateau, a couple of things happen. When we lose fat, our bodies love fat. It's easy to store them. It's easier to hold on than maintaining muscle. Um, it keeps us warm. And our bodies are innately lazy, and it's easier for us to have more fat than to have more muscle. So our body is kind of rejecting what's going on,
Oh,
and will actually release more of the hormone that makes us feel more hungry. So when we plateau, we actually feel more hungry, and that's just science. We just release this hormone. Um, so we do when we plateau, although good things are happening, that's when we want to incorporate a few changes, whether we up our protein because it makes us feel fuller longer, we change our training routine or the combination thereof, but it's recognizing what's happening when it's happening and knowing that it's not a bad thing. It's a great thing. It's mean we've done significant change in our body that we have to change things up a little bit to get through the plateau, and then our body will release fat again. Um, it's tricky. There's different strains of thought on should we lose fat first and then work on building muscle. I tend to land in the place where I want to do both at the same time, because I know when we have more muscle, our metabolism's working better. So at rest, we just burn more calories. So if we can kind of fuse the two, um, because if we let our bodies during that weight loss period, we'll lose a ton of muscle unless we're trying to maintain it, and then it's harder to build it back and it seems more challenging. um, and we want to make things as easy as possible, so I like to fuse the two. Not everyone is of the same opinion. I had really great success with it for myself, um,
hmm.
and now here we are. But plateauing, very frustrating, but it's just steadying the course and knowing that it's a good thing. We want plateaus. It means we keep changing, um, and it lets us kind of build and grow as humans do.
And it can go the other way
Yeah,
too with strength training too. You can plateau the other way where you're building strength and adding a bit of weight or a bit more, a few more reps, and then you're like, why am I not? I can't do more than that. What's going on?
right. And that's also variability. So our muscles also lazy. Our bodies are just super lazy, really.
I'm feeling
And
that
not
today.
in a bad way. They just get used to doing the same thing. So if we come into the gym every time we work out and we do the exact same bicep curl, I'll get really great growth for the first little bit, and then I'll level off and I won't see a lot of change. Whereas if I come in every time and maybe I slightly adjust my hand position, and then I go, my muscles don't, they're not prepared for that. They're prepared for, I'm going to keep doing it the same way. And then I change it. Now my muscles have to work hard again. So it's incorporating variability. I love variability in training in
I
the gym.
I've seen it.
Um, Whether hand positions, we can play with sets and reps. We can increase our reps, or sets or decrease. We can play with tempo. Man, there's so much fun to be had in the gym. I mean, my
Mhm.
fun, but
It
I
is your
share
fun.
that.
It is your fun. And yeah, you chased me around with a broomstick last time. That was your variability. It was
That was the longer bar, just to,
it's it
variability.
these are, and this is stuff I think that we're learning, still learning, that
Yeah,
probably 20 years ago people didn't talk about necessarily. So
yeah,
so that is that I didn't know that. That is fascinating. So it is a good
mhm,
thing. So if you now
it is.
I've also heard, and I don't know if this is true, and I'm sitting at a pretend McDonald's, and I'm dead serious. I've heard if you're trying to lose weight and you're losing weight and then you plateau, one
Yeah,
thing to trick your body is to go and have a calorie dense meal, like a high
oh,
fat meal.
yeah.
Does that make your body sort of go, oh my gosh, I got to keep this weight loss, fat loss thing going, or is that just people wanting to go have a hamburger?
It's a little bit of both. Actually, I had some good experiences on like cheat meal days when I was in my big fat loss, kind of goal setting. And I would, we're allowed cheat meals. I think they're important. One, we're human beings, and
Mhm.
two, as soon as we're super regimented, unless we have a very, very specific goal we're working for, the more regimented we are, the more likely we are to fall off track. But it did actually, I found every now and then just having a little bit of McDonald's, kind of bumped everything up. But your body kind of craves those things too, right?
Right.
It craves high fat when we're fighting fat loss. So
Gotcha.
it's
Really?
interesting.
Huh. Okay.
That is
But I
interesting.
will say McDonald's helped me get up to 220 pounds. That was a big part of my when I got quite heavy. I was an overeater, and it was the Big Mac and the McChicken together
Oh
with no
yeah,
fries
yeah.
Wow. Okay.
and chicken nuggets for my dog. So I was even, I'm not gonna, you know,
But it's
yeah,
everything in moderation, right? Everything in
yeah,
moderation, as
yeah,
we say.
80-20.
80-20.
Yeah.
That is a good rule. That is a good rule.
Mhm.
Okay. Thank you. That was awesome. I love
You're
these
welcome.
discussions. We do learn some stuff. So again, in the spirit of just a little bit of a compressed schedule today, we're going to talk about what's happening in town too. And there's a few things going on that we should sort of draw attention to. Our golf tournament has been canceled, so everyone just go to McDonald's. It's inside. You'll stay dry in there. Coming up tomorrow, I've got something kind of cool to share as well. So coming up tomorrow, I think pretty much all day, it is the Claresholm Thunder Bottle Drive, September 21st. So you've got bottles, put them out. They're going to be going all over town and coming by and collecting for the junior team. The junior A team is still looking for billet families. So if you're interested, you can reach out to Jen Mackin and get set up as a billet family. And if you remember, last week we were talking about the food bank. This was the state of the food bank about a week ago, and they put out a drive. Black bags were distributed, and that's what happened, which is pretty cool. So a lot of food came into the food bank. The community got behind it
Wow.
at a really critical time as well. So it's great to see that happened in a short amount of time. The call went out, and definitely people responded. So huge thanks to the community for coming through with that. And then lastly, we're talking about this. It's coming up on October 5th. It's a Saturday, the first annual, which means it may be happening again. Roper Romp, Moomoo's Music and Mingle, and that's with such drama. That's going to be happening at the Claresholm Social Center. DJ Damage there. Was it DJ Damage?
Postman Dave now. Postman Dave.
Postman Dave is going to be there spinning some tunes, and so tickets are still available for that. And next Friday, it's the first Junior A game next Friday as well. So we want to make sure that we note as well. I believe they're playing Friday, Saturday. So we got some back-to-back home games coming up next weekend with the team as well. I've had an opportunity to meet a couple of the players. It's pretty exciting. It's going to be a good time. And
I had an opportunity to get down to the arena and make sure that our live stream is going to work. So
Nice.
I did that. So so you and I are going to be calling that game next weekend then?
calling the game,
Yeah. Calling the game,
juggling, whatever we need to do. And they're
That's
looking
right.
for ideas for. So there's a few minutes, like they obviously have to clean the ice, but there is a few minutes between periods where we might do something. I don't know, play frisbee, go bowling,
Sure.
get in those big sumo suits and bash people around. I'm not sure, but there'll be some fun.
Great idea.
There'll be some fun to be had. How about Nanton? What do we have going on up in Nanton this weekend, Dave?
So I know that Aaron Cheshire's got another comedy show coming up tomorrow. So I'm going to talk to him on the show tomorrow about it.
Nice.
That's going to be at Raymond's restaurant. And then I was just actually in the process of trying to get a couple things here together to show you some of the other stuff that's happening. And this is more on a personal level. And I'll if I can get the pictures up quick enough here, then I'll do that. But if I can't, I'll just kind of explain to you, like talking about busy lives. And Amanda, my lovely wife, is in Toronto right now. So she's doing one of those festivals again.
Nice.
I think we talked about this on the show before, but we've been hired to go out and do these festivals. And she's in Toronto. She's also doing something else, and this is what I wanted the picture for. And I think I can actually get the picture up right now. So if you give me 2 seconds, it's only going to take 2 seconds. You can tell me about your favorite experience at McDonald's if you want. Oh no, you don't need to. Here it is. So this is her in Toronto.
Nice.
So coincidentally, she thought she was not going to be able to see her favorite band, the National, this year.
Okay.
And coincidentally, the National is actually playing in Toronto tonight. So she got VIP. She's going in for the sound check. She's going to meet the band. She is, she's all out with the National tonight and then the festival tomorrow. And then the other thing, again, a little bit more on a personal note here, we've acquired a property.
Oh.
Yeah, so surprise. So we've acquired this property and we are turning it into an Airbnb.
Okay.
And so we're really, really busy right now getting it all prepped and ready to go. So that's the kind of the property, those panoramic views.
Yeah.
So it doesn't really give a good idea of how the property is laid out there, but that's generally, what it looks like. And so we're working on an Airbnb situation right now. So
cool.
So that's what's going on in Nanton with Dave. And I've also got, I think the Scouts are coming in tomorrow too. We're just trying to organize that. So because Scouts is going to be starting up. So that's what's happening.
Very good. That's awesome. Cool. Okay. Well, we kind of blew through things today, but sometimes that's the nature of the show. They don't always have to be an hour long. We definitely, if you're looking for any updates on what's happening in Claresholm that we've missed, you can always go to the Claresholm Local Press website, and if you go to their events calendar at the bottom, they have everything laid out. They have weekly events, and then they also have sort of the things that are recurring as well on there, so you can go and check them out. And yeah, we just encourage everyone to get your bottles ready for the bottle drive, and then look for some tickets next weekend to come and see the Claresholm Junior A Thunder team play their season opener, home and opener, inaugural game here. We've got Junior A hockey happening in town, so it's pretty exciting.
Yeah, it's really exciting. I'm really excited to start calling those games with you. So
yeah, that's going to be fun. That's going to be good.
Yeah.
I think we got to go to McDonald's for lunch. What time is it? It feels like time to run to.
I got a wedding. I got a wedding to do tonight. I got to get ready for that. So
I guess you got to go.
In fact, it's funny. Actually, the wedding I'm doing tonight is one of the players from Nanton Palominos.
Oh, really? Oh, nice.
Yeah. So whenever I get a chance, I'll be calling the Nanton Palominos games this year as well. Right. But Tyler Butler is getting married tonight, and so I'm going to go and I'm going to party with them and DJ their wedding reception.
Cool. Well, don't hit any plateaus out there. Just you keep.
No. Keep going. No, there were no plateaus last night either. I did Ranchman's though.
Wow. Yep, that would do it. That would do it. Awesome.
That was crazy.
Right.
Okay.
Well,
thank you very much. Thanks, Kendis.
Absolutely.
Thanks, guys. Have a good weekend.
Great weekend, everyone, and we'll see you tomorrow, Dave. You'll be on 10:30.
I'll be on tomorrow. I don't know. You got rehearsal, don't you?
I got rehearsal right at 10:30.
Yeah. So that's okay.
Okay. All right, folks.
Okay.
Weekend.
See
you.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye.